Yeah. And, Chairman, don't blame me. My co-host extraordinaire over here was being pokey. I can't help it. He had to make an emergency room trip to the bathroom or something. Anyways, let's get some testing done. Check out the changelog for this week. And then I want to get the plastic over there for the explosives. I know you're always going to just blame me. Hush it. He added recipe for the large Sifter controller. So there it is, large Sifter. So we have 4 motors, 3 conveyor belts, titanium casing, data control circuit. He doesn't have the write-up for how to build this motherfucker, though. That needs to get done. Who's the dude that was doing the write-ups? I need to go see if I can find the dude that was doing the write-ups.
No, I did to myself that. I didn't really use any of that, what that guy did.
Oh, okay. Trying to get you some help, fucker. Anyways, well, since we have that, let's get 4 stacks of titanium in here. What is this? Is this still doing tungsten steel? Probably. Yeah, we got another 104 tungsten steel over here. And go ahead and get the titanium started so that can get going. We'll build that when we get the titanium done. Because right now we have 49 whole titanium. And with that being a multi-block, that'll take a little bit of time to get built. So I'll probably work on that tomorrow evening. Let's see. Fix conflict between exquisite and regular gem implosion recipes. And there's the train. Right on time. So, 4 of them with a tag of 4 will give you 3. 6 with a tag of 6 will give you 6. Or give you 1. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Which is the way it should be. So now, once we get the thing over there set up, we can start making explosives and start blowing all these up. And by the way, these numbers look fucking just like GT6. They're beautiful.
Yeah, that's where I got them from, GT6.
I can tell they look just like it. It looks great.
But those if you're working for me for some reason.
Made multi-smelter able to run alloy smelter recipes if a selector tag with an ID of 1 is placed in the controller. So that is this guy. So let's get a little bit of gold and silver, make some electrum. Why not? We'll do half a stack of gold and half a stack of silver. That's the wrong backpack. This backpack, give me one of these, set it to 1, and let's try this out. which means we need to build another one of these. So we put that there. We put those in there, and boom, there goes. 5 seconds, we have half a full stack of Electrum. That is gorgeous. I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright. I think I gotta take an allergy pill. Holy crap, my eyes are starting to water. Let's see. Added recipes with 3 and 4 inputs to alloy smelter. Requires a multi-smelter to run. Duplicated a bunch of alloy. Wait a minute. That's not duplicated. D-E-D-U-P. Deduplicated? I think you have an extra D in there. Oh, deduplicated. Okay, so like Electrum, if we look it up, in the alloy smelter, you have dust or ingot in the same thing, so you don't have 2 recipes for making Electrum from silver and gold, one for dust and one for silver. And then you have, you know, the mixed one where you could use ingots and, or, you know what I mean? I fucked that up.
Yeah, there's actually 4, there's 4 total, because there'd be silver dust, then silver ingot, gold ingot, and silver dust, gold ingot, and
Oh,
silver
yeah,
ingot,
you're
gold
right.
dust.
Yeah, so that'll save on the recipes in there a bunch. And you'll see that the alloy smelter does not have 4 slots. So for stuff like, now can we do black bronze without making Electrum? See, you should have 2 recipes for this now. Because we should have
at this
copper,
moment that he knew.
gold,
He fucked up.
and silver.
And the reason I didn't do it yet, because it requires slider tags in order to.
Oh, you're right,
this.
because there's also the rose gold and sterling silver, and that, yeah, we had an issue with that in GT6. Why does the other guy sound like he's talking with a bucket on his head? Dude, he sounds better today than he normally does. Normally he sounds like he's got a sock in his mouth. So just be happy he sounds this good today. I have made fun of him and said he sounds like the parents from Charlie Brown, because most of the time all I get is wah 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 wah.
Yeah, there's also a little bit of Electrum recipe also would have conflicted.
Hey, Prekius. Prekius. True. So true. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah. All right. What did you say, Trins?
So the Electrum recipe also would have conflicted with that.
Oh, give me an allergy pill in here. So maybe I can stop yawning in your guys' face. And my eyes will stop burning. But see, the problem is, I'm a lazy sumbitch. I like just being able to throw my... Me and Greg went around about that too. the black bronze thing. It's like, dude, I am seriously lazy. You do not understand the level of lazy that you're fucking with. But apparently, I'm not that lazy. Because at least I refine my iron before I try to make stainless steel. Fucking Alex the other day is like, your stainless steel maker is too inefficient. And I was like, what do you mean it's inefficient? It uses an in-bar burning box. It's 100% efficient. You can't get any better. He's like, no, you should be able to put the hematite, the calcite, the coal dust, the manganese, the chromite, and the nickel all in, and it just gives you stainless steel. And it's like, holy fuck, dude, that's not how this works. You refine your chromite to chromium, you process your hematite into iron, then you alloy. You don't just take all the raw materials, throw them in a vat, and go, alakazam, I have stainless steel. What kind of magic bullshit does he think we're working with here? Some people just annoy me. Anyways. Black steel, that's still in here. I'm trying to think of one of the bigger ones. Oh, one of the bigger ones.
The indium gallium phosphate or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Was the indium gallium phosphate. Who's the fuck or what not? This thing. So now we can not do it here. Wait a minute. Electric for it doesn't show it, dude.
Weird.
Yeah. It only shows being able to do nuggets. You'll have to look into that. I first played Minecraft when it first released. It looks like it's changed a whole lot since then. It has changed a ton since then. You get into modern Minecraft, it is almost a whole new game from 1.7.10. And you get into modded versus the two different modded versions, and it's completely different. People are doing a whole different thing with modded in modern Minecraft. It's more of, seems to be more about adventuring anymore than it does. There's not a whole lot of factory stuff in. Is this modded or regular? Oh, this is modded to fuck, dude. This is not regular Minecraft. This is modded. Everything you're looking at in this building is added by the same mod, except for that chest and these barrels. Everything else here is non-vanilla.
Go look up CD Iron AG.
Iron AG.
So no, I said CD-Iron-AG.
Oh, the cadmium, indium, gold thing. Yeah, there you go. That one works. Cadmium, silver, indium, that works. But it says down here, multi-smelter only. Can you do, like, red or something to make that distinguishable?
Yeah.
You're going to end up with questions if you don't. I'd hate to see how he cooks. Yeah, no shit, Darth. All ingredients, eggshells, potato peels, everything in a big pot. Yep. I used to do redstone in my group. Oh, see, you need to try out this redstone, dude. We have... Is it this backpack? We have red alloy wire. So instead of having to do redstone like this bunch of mess, we can do redstone with that is more like, how do I get back there? I know there's a way back there. Over here. It's a maze getting back here. You can do redstone like this. This is how we do redstone. So basically the redstone signal is coming down from upstairs. It's going through these covers out. This is only so the redstone will lose power across the way, because the wire does not lose power unless it goes like 16 blocks or some shit like that. He needs to get it so we can see the power in the wire, in the jade thing up there. That way we know what the wire's power is currently at, but he hasn't done that yet. This is a GT6 thing that has been brought into GT5R, and I love it. Yeah, if you go look on our YouTube channel, we have a whole series of tutorials just on how to do vanilla redstone contraptions in GT6, where they're more compact. Now, eventually, I want to talk trends into adding what I've tried to get Greg to add, which is a little computer cube. Basically like what was used to be in GT 2 through 4, I think it was. Greg had just this computer, and it was supposed to be how you got information on the mod, and it really never got used for jack shit. But I basically want to get him to add something similar to that, where we can put in a redstone circuit, add a redstone circuit, put it into that cube thing, and then you add in comparators, repeaters, redstone torches, redstone wire, and you can build a circuit that when you put it into a separate block, it will work as that circuit. So if I wanted a pulse former, I wouldn't have to build a pulse former like this down here that takes up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. It would be all inside one block. And then you can have like an advanced one where you can build entire networks inside a block. Because we need...
I was going to say that's going to be really complicated.
Yes. Baby steps. Just make it to where I can do a contraption that does the thing. It shouldn't be too difficult. We got to get...
Power's been trying to do it, but
we got to get basic testing done first. That's why I haven't poked you about it yet. This is more advanced shit. This is later on, after we get the basics done. And this is something that would come... This would not be something you'd be able to do for, a little while. It would take some advanced parts to be able to build the thing, to do the thing in. Alright, so... Smelting thing... Added recipe for iron trapdoor and iron doors in assembler. So you can now do 2 of them with a tag of 6, and you get a door. You can do 4 of them with a tag of 4 and get a trapdoor. Which, can I mention the fact that that's fucked up by your logic of a block only takes 2 plates? Why does the iron trapdoor take 4 when it's only covering 1 face of 1 block? Those 2 recipes do not make any sense in Minecraft logic. This should not give 3 if this only gives 1. Minecraft is dumb.
Yes,
There's no logic behind it. They just were being stupid and made the door recipe give you more, which was dumb.
You see, the most illogical recipe would be the button recipe from like planks, you know.
Oh yeah, you turn 1 plank into a little bitty button. Or you go to the old school recipe where it took 2 to make 1 button. It used to be 2 stone up and down made a stone button instead of just turning a piece of stone into a stone button. Okay, then fix the numbers on mass storage, which we already looked at. They look beautiful. They don't look like they're floating off the front of the block anymore. They don't change size no matter how much stuff is in a thing. They aren't black on the black background. They're white on the black background. The numbers fit in each one of the little cells. It looks gorgeous.
Plastic ones, had to check the plastic ones.
The only way... Oh, shit. Sorry, what?
So you can check the plastic ones, because I'm not sure if the plastic has the right color or not.
Let me look. Well, currently it's red. No, plastic ones need to be fixed. They're black on black.
Hmm.
And the only barrel controller that would happen if he decides to add one will be the one that Greg added in GT6, which is manual only. You are not using it as a makeshift computer, and it's not... The mod has pipes. For fuck's sakes, use the pipes. Set your shit up properly. Don't be lazy.
Is that the logistics system is supposed to be for? Like, and GT6 have a whole logistics system for that sort of thing?
Yes, it does have a whole logistics system thing. But it takes a fuck ton of osmium, so nobody ever gets to it before they're done playing this shit. At least I don't. I've built it just to make sure it works. But, you know, I've checked every component to make sure every component does what it's supposed to do. But that is as far as I've gotten with it.
Osmium seems kind of extreme.
Well, in Greg's opinion, osmium is your logic material. Look at those quantum field things. They take osmium wires. Osmium is just weird for Greg. I don't get it. But yeah, like everything in that takes osmium. The logistics core itself is unbelievably expensive to build. And then every one of the logic controller things takes osmium in them. But, to be honest, if you find a GT6 platinum ore vein, a good one, and you set up Aquariga processing, I've got like over 1,000 osmium right now. It wasn't hard to get to. In here, it would be a bitch. In GT6, it's just doing advanced shit and you'll get there.
Let's see, if you do it in here, I'd probably increase the amount of osmium in the recipes. Just to, like, compensate for the lack of osmium.
Yeah. But even with that logistics system, you still need pipes. You still have you still have stuff running through pipes. It's just a way of telling a certain place to do a certain thing with certain stuff. And I can't completely tell you what it does and what it doesn't do because, like I said, I built the thing, I tested the components, I made sure everything worked, and I've never fucked with it since. I am a horrible content creator for making tutorials of things. Because if you ask me how it works, you're going to get a shrug. I don't fucking know. I test shit. I'm horrible at tutorials. Because some shit I just can't be bothered to give a fuck. And that logistics system is so expensive, I can't bother to give a fuck. Pretty much everything else in the mod, I can tell you works. And I can tell you how, but not that thing. But see, the problem with that is, to me, the fusion reactor is the end of GT6. Like Junior complains about all the time. Once I get through the progression, I'm done. Game's over. Close up shop. Fuck off. I'm done. You know, where anybody else, you get to the fusion reactor, you've pretty much unlocked everything and the game can, begin getting fun. That's the time I close up shop and fuck off. This heat exchanger still ain't doing shit. There's still 35 hot coolant in here. How you fix this thing?
Well, I was actually sure. I just fixed the inputs of the tanks properly, but wasn't able to reproduce it, so I wasn't sure I was actually fixed or not.
You need a copy of the world tonight. See if you can figure out what the hell's wrong with that thing.
Yeah.
What's the Lego block? Oh, this is a reactor. This is a thorium reactor. It's GT5R. So yes, everything is, well, also it's Minecraft. Everything has to be square blocks. Yes, this is a GT6 style reactor. This is how Greg does reactors. Instead of the GT or the IC2 way of having a game of how much shit can you fit into a certain area, this thing is a multi-block component. So you can build the reactor as big as you want to build it in a horizontal plane. So if we make another one of these chambers, we could put it here and it would share the heat and the fluid inside it And basically, let me look up. Actually, fuel would be easier. So these are the rods for putting in a reactor. And if you look at like this one, it says emission 4 neutrons, self, we're going to go with the 4 neutrons. It doesn't really matter. And then a maximum of 512 with a factor of 116. And these numbers keep changing because of whatever the coolant is that you're using. And unfortunately, I can't use the mouse to point. We have a whole chart for this because this is such a pain to look at in game. Tamara, Yoshi, and Crazy for GT6 made us a chart, and because this is all taken from GT6 directly, the chart should work for this as well. But basically, every rod, the emission is what goes out to connecting blocks or connecting spots. So if we look at this rod is emitting neutrons to this rod and this rod because they're adjacent. So if we had another core here and another core here, the rods that were here and here, there and there, would be getting emitted onto from the ones in this core. So you can build bigger and bigger reactors that feed off of each other by putting cores together. And then what we still haven't quite figured out in here is the extender thing, because I don't think he ever added them. Yeah, he never added the extenders. We should be able to use a machine block, but I'm not going to guarantee it. But in GT6s, we may just add the extender as a reactor extender. Maybe that's an idea, so it's only usable with the reactor. But basically, this port right here that's blue is your coolant, so that any coolant that is put into this one, half of it will be sent into the one next to it. And so you can chain them together, and then the output, which we have on this side right now, you can't see, you would basically put on the bottom. So all the hot coolant would come out of the bottom, and you'd only have to have one input for your cold coolant. And then you run it through a heat exchanger, which we have this one. And then we have the regular GT5 U heat exchanger, which we haven't gotten to the point where we need it yet, so we haven't put it together yet. Which, once he gets these done, then we'll look into doing that. But back to the fuel rods. Where it says self, that's how much neutrons it puts off itself, basically. So that's how much heat you need to get rid of, because every neutron effectively is one heat unit. So if, like that one just said 640 neutrons, you need enough coolant every tick to pull 640 heat off of that rod to keep it from blowing your reactor up. And you'll see that some of these, like this one, says this fuel is critical. That means that if you let it run nonstop, it will blow up. You have to moderate the explosion, you have to moderate the on and off of the reactor. So you basically have to pull your rods out every now and then to let the chamber neutrons go down, which basically in here just means you use redstone and you turn the bitch on and off every now and then to keep it from blowing up. How big is the explosion? There isn't one currently. Currently in GT6, the worst that happens is you void all the fuel inside the rods or inside the chamber, and you irradiate a huge area around it. He hasn't given it a full explosion yet, and I don't know what Trends will do for this. It should be pretty bad, but Greg is kind of on hiatus at the moment. IC2 reactors can be horrendous when they explode.
I don't know. I actually haven't done the irradiation part yet, because remember Greg said he wanted to do ray tracing for that, and I wasn't sure if I should wait or not. I don't want to copy his code if he's going to do something better.
Yeah, but unfortunately he's on hiatus, so I don't know that it's ever going to happen. He hasn't coded anything in GT6 miners other than some miner stuff in quite a while. But yeah, there needs to be ray tracing done for like water, because water is one of the best things to shield radiation. So there needs to be ray tracing so you can see how much water is around a reactor, because technically your reactor should be just sunk in a water tank pretty much. That way it can dissipate the radiation from getting to the outside world. It's even better than like thick lead plating. But he hasn't gotten to that yet. And then, for the explosion, it shouldn't be like a TNT explosion. It should be more of an outward explosion. A true explosion, I guess. Because TNT in this game is boring. But yes, I have taken down a mountain. Unfortunately, something happened to the footage of me doing it. But I tried TNT. It was boring. It took way too much. I tried an IC2 nuke, and it didn't do enough. So I filled reactors with quad cell uranium fuel, activated it, and blew up a mountain. I also blew the windows out of my factory and irradiated a huge area around my factory. It was kind of a bad idea, but it worked. It did the trick.
I do wonder, do reactors actually explode in real life?
Have you seen Chernobyl? Technically, no, they melt down. So, yeah. They melt down and cause other things to possibly explode. Because you, like any of the pressurized tanks would explode that are around it, stuff like that. Don't they turn the water to hydrogen and explode? I don't know. I haven't done that much research on Chernobyl to know exactly what the fuck happened. I just know it was a huge fuck off mess. I know it blew the lid off. I do know that. You are correct there. Alright, well, we got 71 out of it. We ran out of sugar. How the hell did we run out of sugar? We have plenty of beet juice. Oh, because this is not outputting. Because I need a conveyor. Alright. That is basically our testing. Now it's time to get to building shit. Making shit work.
Log out for a couple of times just for a little bit.
Okay.
And we'll test something.
Okay. Okay. That on there, that should pull the sugar out. In a second. There we go. Sugar's out, in there, and it's running. Alright. Now I need to get a... How fast is this running? Can you blow something up with a huge explosion? It would be cool to see. Nope. That is not what I'm here for. I am here for testing. I'm here to build shit and make it work, not blow it up. Okay, do I want a... I think I want an LV macerator for that. Well, I guess, before I do that, where am I going to put said macerator at? We need to go... Oh! Hey! Jackass, we have a macerator! Some fuckhead just never hooked it up. Alright. Never mind. I don't need to make a macerator. I need to get plastic from here to over there. So, we need to go down here. And we need to go... How are we getting into here? Probably up right here. And there's a fucking hydrogen pipe. Who in the fuck said you could put a hydrogen pipe there? Well, that's going to be interesting to deal with. We don't have bridges yet, do we? No, he didn't make the bridges. That's part of the extender thing.
Why it wasn't working.
Why what wasn't working?
Numbers.
The heat exchanger?
No numbers on the mass storage.
Oh.
Turns out it's a conflict with modern fix, seems like.
Oh. These should work. Don't need to test an explosion. I know how explosions work. If you want to watch somebody act like an idiot, there's a million other streamers out there that will even take your money for requests for acting like an idiot. I am not one of them. You can't even pay me to be an idiot. I'm a freelance idiot. I do all my idiot work on accident. If there's an explosion happen, it's because I fucked something up. And that could happen at any time because I'm really good at fucking shit up. Free range, not freelance. Freelance means you charge. I'm a free range idiot. I'll get the right wording yet. No, I don't do pro bono work. Okay. You good sir. You come over here. And down to here. I mentioned the fact that I still hate the color of this copper nickel pipe. It is way too phallic-y colored. It is way too flesh-like colored. I don't need to be drawing a giant penis across my room here. Hey, look, I can walk up to a
need
drum.
to fix the color of copper nickel.
It's basically the Constantine coloring from Immersive Engineering, I believe. It's just, and it's fine when it's on an ingot. It's just when it's a pipe that it looks weird. Why in the fuck is there... What is this pipe for anyways? Why is it even going across there? Of all places. Who does this shit? Never mind. I know who it is.
There, if you don't like the color of the nickel pipe, you can always paint it.
Yes, that is something I could do, and I probably should do. Okay. Can we discuss again the fucking plumber you have do this shit? This plumber needs fired. Oh, shit. Where in the fuck is this pipe coming from? It's obviously coming from... Oh, the tank. Coming from the tank, dumbass.
Bear, if you fire him, then he'll do your testing.
Hold on, what?
If you fire him, Poland, then who's going to do the testing?
Yeah. Okay, so this is our input pipe. Coming over, feeding that machine. Feeding that machine. What was all this here for? This was for inputting hydrogen if we were low on hydrogen. That's what that's there for. So what is this here for? Why is this even a thing? Oh, I'm so fucking confused. Do I know what I'm doing? Do I literally just build shit to see if it fucking works and say fuck it and go on with my day? Oh, for fuck's sakes. This is painful at times. Won't fill. Okay. Good. So you're going to clean out all of that. Good. Empty that entire pipe. Thank you. This pipe needs to fuck off. I have no idea why this pipe is here and what the fuck it thinks it's doing. Because whatever it thinks it's doing, it shouldn't be doing it. The output pipe. Motherfucker. Okay, so that's the valve that's supposed to be feeding this system. So that's the pipe that's supposed to be feeding all of this. Why in the fuck is it connected to the same pipe that goes from the tank downstairs? Well, I am downstairs. Over there. This pipe should be going directly to that, not to this. telling you, sometimes the way I do shit is enough to piss a guy off. Okay, hydrogen is supposed to be in here with this, and in here with... Why are you not doing anything? Because you're full. What do you not have? What does you have? Calcium. Why does it not have calcium? We have all kinds of calcium sulfate. We're full of sulfur trioxide. Hold on. Hydrogen issues on hold. I thought we were out of... Sulfuric acid is full again. Okay. So we need to... How in the fuck, in like 2 streams, did we go from being completely out of sulfuric acid to being completely full of sulfuric acid? So we need to turn this back on. Dude, why does a canner lose its face when it's running?
Let me screw up the texture.
Might want to fix that. Okay, so that's running again. That should be bringing that battery back here. Putting it into here, emptying it, which it has done, and now it fucks off. And it should be coming back over here into the canner, getting filled back up in the shy canner that closes its eyes when it's running. Alright, so that'll use up our sulfuric acid. So I need to put in some form of redstone that says to stop this. Where is this pipe? That's our sulfuric acid pipe. So I can basically shut it off there. But I need it. We have a tank down here, right? Yes. So I need to run redstone from here, detecting if we have sulfuric acid, and shutting that off if we are low. Add that to the list of things I gotta deal with. Everything is now running again. We've got tons of that because the plastic's going. Okay. This will run when it gets some. Once this thing gets drained of its sulfur trioxide, I may need to make a bigger thing for like more batteries to put through this system. We probably should have at least a second one so it can run empty one while another one's filling. Okay, back to the hydrogen issue. Alright, so we need to get that pipe out of there. So let's connect that back up to there, disconnect it there, and put our tank here, which will drain that pipe. Alright, so now that pipe is empty. Now, I want to go ahead and Drain this pipe as well. I want to get rid of those two. Alright. Now, this is the pipe from the main tank. It should not be going to those two machines. It should be coming from this one. And this is... that looks like a main pipe as well, running to the tank, that I believe is coming through... that's the input pipe. That's the output pipe. So what the fuck is that pipe even connected to? I gotta figure that mess out next. But we want to use the hydrogen from the main tank before we use it from the backup tank over there for these two machines. So we want to go from here up and into here. And then we want to cut this one off here. And I think we're going to take out that entire run of hydrogen pipe. I think. Because I swear this one should be going all the way through. And now that we have coloring pipes, I need to paint these things so I can tell what they are. I need to figure out what the fuck this is. Let me at least get one thing done first before I get distracted with another one. Okay, that's now inputting into there. We need to set this to auto output. So now it should be sending plastic over to here, which is automatically outputting and coming into here to make our gel toluene, which is making our TNT in here so that we can throw a tag in here and make our exquisites. And we need a tag set to 6. So now we put this in here, and it should blow up when I throw that in there. Alright, you want an explosion? There's your explosion. It's just contained inside there. And there's our exquisites. Sadly, he doesn't have the explosion sound on the implosion compressor, so it doesn't make the boom sound every 2 seconds.
I can easily add it. I just haven't bothered yet.
And then we'll put a muffler on it so it's not so annoying, because fuck, that gets annoying when you're running a ton of them. Alright.
I'll do with mine is the 4-chamber.
The 4-chamber is really annoying. Alright, so now those can go in here. And we need more stuff in here to make the Lapitronium juice, whatever the hell that is. Yeah, Lapitronium. We need to make this. So we need lapis and redstone in there. We're preparing to go to IV. And to get to IV, we need orbs. Lapitronic orbs. And for that, we need a ton of sapphires. Okay, it shows me the thing and it gives me the count. It doesn't give me the name, though. Is there any way to get the name?
No, I think so. I haven't realized that it doesn't give a name.
Okay. Because with the other one that I don't like, it's really nice being able to walk across here and it just tell me what the fuck I'm looking at. Alright, redstone. We'll take both of these down there and we'll make more juice. That and that. That will mix with the water. That'll make us more juice, which will make us more raws. And then we need to take the raws and put them in an assembler with advanced circuits. And why in the fuck are you bitching about power? And who did it? You did it. Why do you not have a cable? You're supposed to have a cable from right there. Who stole your cable? I blame Trends.
Okay, so it seems like I'll need 30 stacks of carbon dust in order to make the filter box for the large sifter.
30 stacks?
Actually, no, scratch that's probably there's 18 filter box, not 15 else. Got the top layer also has a 3, so
that's a lot of carbon fiber. Holy shit.
so it's actually a Mercury.
Oh, trust me. It is an absolute joy to be able to yell at the lead developers real time. I enjoy the hell out of it with Greg, and I enjoy the hell out of it with Trins. If shit's broke, I could just go, what the fuck, fix your shit. Love it.
Okay, so we need 36 stacks of carbon.
Okay, well, we're running through dark ash as quick as this poor little centrifuge can run, which is giving you carbon, so.
Yeah, so basically 2,304 carbon.
This is for the filters?
2,145.
This is for the item filters. Yeah, that take raw carbon fiber. Do you think it would make any sense to do like a graphene fine wire, like the steel one? That if you set up doing the graphene thing, it would take, we could use graphite for it?
Yeah, but isn't graphene like really expensive compared to how much carbon you get out of graphite?
Technically, probably. But I think if you get... Can we get... Oh, we can. So we could also just electrolyze graphite into carbon as well. It's 4-to-1. We could technically electrolyze diamonds for carbon if you have that recipe in here, which is just funny as shit.
Why would you waste your diamonds like that?
Diamonds are just carbon, dude.
No, I was saying, why would you waste your diamonds and turn the carbon? That just seems like a waste.
One diamond makes you a stack of fucking carbon. So 36 diamonds, you'd have all the carbon you need, man. I love that recipe. Yeah, me too. Because in here, diamonds aren't the best. There is so much better than diamonds. Diamonds, every other mod, diamonds is like the shit you put in if you want to make it expensive. And in GregTech, diamonds are just hard. That's the only good thing about them. They're not shit. They're just hard carbon. Fuck it.
Anyways, FYI, seems like we actually have almost enough carbon. We have 2,151. 2,304.
That's not bad.
Oh, a couple hundred more.
And you've got, technically, if we change this recipe over, we would be making carbon from, like, coal coke or... Actually, can we use petroleum coke? No, you don't have a way of us using that for the, as like coal coke or whatever for the, alumina. I was going to say if we could use it in there, we could take all that petroleum coke we have back there, put it in there, and use it to electrolyze our alumina into aluminum, and then that would get turned into CO2 that would then get electrolyzed into oxygen and carbon. But apparently we're just going to burn that shit. But we do have a fuck ton of coal coke back here that's just sitting here doing nothing. We could macerate that and send that over there. We also got a fuck ton of lignite, and if we turned on the tree farm, we'd have a fuck ton of charcoal. But we haven't turned the tree farm on because I just go mine up fuck tons of coal and screw that tree farm. See, if we were doing GT5, there'd be a rubber tree farm, and it would be making us all the fucking carbon. That's the one thing that's kind of broken about the recipe with the rubber wood. Let me see if I can find it here. Rubber logs. You centrifuge those, and you get 25% carbon out of it, along with methane, wood pulp, sticky resin, and plant balls. This shit is the greatest thing in GT5 because you can turn it into power. You can use the wood pulp for power. The resin gives you all the rubber you ever need. The plant balls you use for biochaff that you use for biomass, which then you turn into ethanol, glycerol, more methane, and distilled water, and some more wood pulp. Everything in that is fucking power, basically. That's why you always build a rubber tree farm in GT5. We just got the tree farm out there late enough that I didn't bother. Now that we have it going, we could do so. And when we do the hard mode testing, I absolutely will. I love that system. Okay, back to the hydrogen. Before I forget what the hell I was doing. Okay, so this is the output now from this tank. Now, this pipe here, I need to follow this pipe. I need to know where this pipe is going. So that pipe is one of these three, and it's this one, which is running all the way over here, all the way over here, and above that one, and it's the one that goes up right there. Alright, so that's what I thought it was. So now if that is the one coming up here, why is it bringing hydrogen back to this tank? I'm not creating hydrogen over here. I don't think. This recipe makes hydrogen fluoride and uranium tetrafluoride. The tetrafluoride goes to calcium, uranium-238, and fluorite dust. The fluorite dust goes into calcium sulfate and hydrogen fluoride. This gets turned into walsenite, sulfur trioxide, and this goes back with our oxygen, silicon dioxide, and calcium. This either gets turned into water with the uraninite that then gives us our which is where we're using our hydrogen. So yeah, we should be using up hydrogen because we're not mixing the hydrogen and the oxygen at the end back into water. So this should be a uranium or a positive. No. It should be a negative hydrogen system. Because we're using it here. We're not getting it back out because we're not electrolyzing the water that comes out of the system way the fuck over there. So our hydrogen comes from everywhere else. So why in the hell do I have this going? What is this? It says hydrogen and fluorite. Okay. That is from here. It's hydrogen output from... What the hell is going... What the fuck is going into this one? Whatever fluid is coming off with this. The hydrogen fluoride is getting electrolyzed here and giving us hydrogen and fluorine. Okay. And that is what's going back into the tank down here, if the tank can accept it, and then if it can't, it runs back to the main tank for other usage. Okay. And then this one is for the fluorine that is going back into the tank as well. Okay, so that's why this pipe is going into that tank, is to keep this tank full, so it can output into this pipe and go to these machines, which for some reason, that's not outputting. Why is the hydrogen not outputting from this valve? Hydrogen is lighter than air. It should definitely go up. So why is this valve not putting out the hydrogen? It was before. Also, why in the world did I do this like this? Why didn't I just do this like this? That. Give me that. Put that back there. Give me that. And you're gonna be a dick. Be in my way. Okay. That. And then that can go like that. And that'll save me a bunch of wire and a bunch of shit in the way. Alright, and now that is back being closed. So it won't input from the main, and we're not going to hook it up for right now. We're going to see if this actually goes down or not, because I don't know if it will. Well, right now it's not until he figures out why that's not outputting, because right now it's not outputting any hydrogen. But until we get the sulfuric acid, the calcium issue dealt with, which I do not want to get more calcium, which, why is this now not running? Oh, because this is on a loop. That's right, and this thing is slow as shit. Alright. So that should all be good until we figure out why that's not outputting hydrogen. He'll check on that. So now that is all taken care of. This should still be making TNT, which it is. I need to automate this a little bit better for putting the TNT in here, which just means I need to move that or put another one down there. And then we need to do something about this dark ash output, because fuck, there's a ton of it.
By the way, Bear,
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to need all stacks of titanium for the multi-block sifter.
Well, titanium's cooking. We're up to 61.
Yeah, no, I turned that on earlier.
I forgot to put the tag in with it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if we even have enough over here. Maybe we do.
What is this thing running right now?
No, we don't even have enough titanium.
We don't have enough titanium? Alright, I'll have to go do some mining then, huh? Where the fuck am I looking here? That there. This is the other thing I need to get. I need to deal with this whole thing. Oh, that didn't work. I was hoping oh, yeah, it did. It did empty it. Good. That's what I was hoping. Get that bitch empty, so I ain't gotta carry that around trying to get rid of all that hydrogen. Go ahead and put these away. Need another stack of lazurite and redstone. Okay, why are you diamond dust? You should not be diamond dust. What were you? Were you lapis dust? Oh, wait a minute. Did I grab the wrong thing? That's lapis dust. Okay, that's lazurite dust. Okay, maybe you are supposed to be diamond dust. Maybe? I don't know. I technically should have all of the gem dust with the gems so I don't have them in separate places. I need to fix that. And I think I'm going to change the way we have this. I think I'm going to do it more the way I have it in GT6. I'm going to bring those down to a wall down here. These two outside. It's not like they're doing their fucking job. Supposed to be telling the pillagers to stay away. They're going to die. But no, They keep showing up.
Bear.
Yes.
Would you miss 2 diamond dust? Like, does it matter if I use 2 of them? Make carbon?
Oh no, I don't give a fuck. Go for it. There's 6 of them up there. As far as I'm concerned, diamond dust is just compressed carbon anyways. Speaking of fucking pillagers, right on cue, assholes. Come here. Oh, you're in the water. Come here. Alright. I'm gonna need the milk so we don't get a raid. Milk. 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 I don't have my bucket. I don't know what she did with my bucket.
I have a bucket.
Give me the bucket. Actually, go milk the... Is the cow close enough that I can get to it without triggering a raid?
I'm not sure.
I don't think we want to test it. Not in the
Maybe I
mood
should
for a
move
fight
up there.
tonight. Yeah, then the pillagers will end up shooting it. That right there is a tree farm. Crop automation, yes. Crop automation is just, there's no crop breeding, but we do have harvesters. This right here harvests our potatoes. We just use a ULV solar panel, powers our harvester, and it harvests an entire 9x9. And then over here, this one is doing our sugar because we use beets for sugar. This is an entire beetroot field that's being harvested by this one. So it's basically the IC2 harvester, but without the need for crop sticks and without the crop breeding. So you can't breed anything, but you can harvest it. So do you think tonight's build is good enough for the first alpha release of the pack under the new name?
So. Yeah.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and do that when we get done tonight. By the way, if any of you guys want to try this, the pack is on my website that we're testing with. Don't go fucking with configs. I think there's only one config that's really usable, and that's to switch to GT6 style vanes, but that's even untested. This is a basic GT5R setting pack for the time being. When we go to 119, which will be when the basic settings are all done, we will put GT5R out. He will put it out as a release in 118 and then a release in 119 for the basic settings, and then we will start on the hard setting testing. And then at that time, I will do a full playthrough to do a final, well, an initial beta test of the entire mod in basic settings. Basically what we're trying to do is get GT5 09.08 and 09 built into one mod where you can just change the settings to go from the 08 version to the 09 version. So everything can be as easy as the 08 version, or you can turn it all up to the 09 version, or you can mix and match. So if you want the harder oil processing stuff, but you don't want some of the harder chemistry stuff, that's an option. You can just switch that one, and so on. But none of the harder mode settings have been tested yet that I know of. And I do know some of them break, because somebody tried it the other day. Which, did you make those settings basically do nothing? So people stop fucking with them?
Yeah, most of them do nothing.
Okay, good. Can't keep people's fingers out of stupid shit they shouldn't be fucking with. Every time you give somebody something like, ooh, configs, let me spend 12 hours just looking at stupid shit. Motherfucker, get the hell out of there. What part of alpha do you not understand? Stop fucking with shit. You know, you set up your stuff up here for lapis and nether quartz and lazurite and olivine, but you didn't do the lapis dust or the lazurite dust. Also, why the fuck do I have lazurite dust in two different places? I need to deal with that too.
New pair.
Mm-hmm.
Just out with girls here with all these like you're processing them here and you can't run because the tanks are full.
Yeah. We're full of oxygen and chlorine. I'm amazed we're full of chlorine. Yeah, we're full of chlorine. And we're really full of oxygen because the upper tank is full and the lower tank is full. The lubricant tank is almost full. Holy shit. We need to start doing something with that lubricant. Yeah, we may have to put a ender garbage can on the chlorine at some point and get rid of some of that. Oxygen will be going through as soon as we get this upgrade done, so we can start boosting our fuels. But we gotta get that upgrade done first. That way we ain't blowing shit up. Because blowing shit up would be a bad idea. Okay, all of that has been made. We got 24 of those done now. So we're doing on... Oh, we got a decent amount. Go ahead and make some more of these.
By the way, Bear, I think you could let the server run overnight in order to process all the titanium and carbon.
I can do that. Yeah, it doesn't take up too much of my PC. I can let it run. We're only using like 2 gigs of RAM, which is funny because I was trying out that new pack that we started doing in 120, and I gave my game 4 gigs of RAM, and it was shitting itself. And the person that I was telling about it's like, oh yeah, everything in more modern Minecraft, everything since like 112, you can't run with less than 8 gigs of RAM. Bullshit. Look at all the shit we got here and the server's running on 2. Fuck off.
Hey, my client's running on 4.
Yeah, I think my client's running on 4.
There's actually a mod that I was using mod fixing when those gave me the issue with the best storages. It can let me run even less. Use like 2 gigs.
With this stupid thing you have, it doesn't tell me how much RAM I'm using because I think I hit it because there was information overload when I hit that button. Let's see. Pending chunks, loaded chunks, dimension, current day tick. It's just more shit than I ever need to know. Why in the fuck is the 300 why are particles building? What's creating all the particles? Like way too many particles running right now. Is that like the torches, the smoke coming off the torches?
Probably.
But I don't see it unless I'm standing in the torch. I don't see a particle
going up
coming
and
off
then
of it.
resetting back down.
Yeah. I just don't know why it's creating so many. It's weird. But yeah, I have no idea what my FPS is because this shit just told me way too much crap. So I need to go find a rutile vein, huh? Adventurous, sapphire, uranium, emerald, natural gas pump. Make me a thing. I still haven't done that. Maybe when we get the gas turbine done, I'll do that. Rutile. That's the one that's supposed to be right here that I cannot find. Lapis tin, sapphire coal, limonite, tetra, limonite, choco, galena, choco, tetra, uraninite, oil shale, sheet light, magnetite, tetra, redstone. Watch out for lava. Molly, galena, portal to desert. Why do we have a portal to the desert? That must be in the nether. New area, quartz vein. A death I never got rid of. Fuck off. Lapis. Graphite, diamond, tetra, blaze spawner, fortress of fun. Those probably aren't needed anymore. Choco beryllium. What the hell does that say? I think that's lead. Tetra, diamond, sapphire, tungsten that's empty. Sapphire, graphite, sulfur, Gressler, Hermurite. Apparently I need to go to the new area and find us one. Because we don't have one. We also are out of bauxite. So I could go get some bauxite. Why is there purified magnetite in there? Get that out of there. That must have been when we had that messed up shit happen. Have you tried Angelica with GT6 yet? Nope. Haven't cared. I don't need it. Is that really? Wait a minute. Do you not have a 0 for when it's empty? Yeah. You don't have a 0 when it's empty.
I didn't know that it had 0 on it.
Yeah. If it's holding the amount, the item, it should have a 0. That way it's not just blank. Okay, so what do we do with this? This is supposed to go in for green vitriol. Okay, why are we not running? Oh, because we're full of fucking hydrogen. Well, we need to deal with that. Which we'll deal with when the gas turbine gets done, because we will just start burning the shit out of it. Or, you know, turning it into methane and burning the shit out of it. One of the two. I love that in GregTech, whatever the fuck version you're using. At one point, you have no fucking hydrogen. The next day, you're fucking swimming in this shit. Just depends on what you set up. Yeah, this thing's going to be running carbon fiber for a decade. If we don't leave the server on. Where's my boat? We're going to go for a ride. To believe our new ore area is right over here. The other side of this ocean. We're going to go see if we can find some rutile. How big is this fucking ocean? Oh, we got a little ways to go. Did I ever set up a portal over there? There's a death there and a death there. Well, shit, why didn't I just walk over there? Guess I didn't realize I could. It's magnetite. It's more magnetite. Graphite should already be marked. I've already been to this area. I'm not going up there. Fuck that shit. Magnetite again. Iron everywhere. Galena. Magnetite. Almandine. Hold on a minute. Waypoints. Distance. Dimensions. Overworld. Emerald. Sapphire. Okay, so that should be that Almandine. Chocopyrite. Apatite. Magnetite. Apatite. That's more Almandine. Alright, where was the way that was supposed to go across here? What am I missing here? Oh, I gotta go way the fuck that way. Some more magnetite. More Almandine. I have to mine up those soon. We need all the damn sapphire we can get. Redstone. Need to come mine that bitch up. More galena. Magnetite. Broken portal. Bentonite. Not what I'm looking for. Hey, look. That's my texture vein, I believe. Never finished mining that one. Need to come finish that at some point. Right next to the graphite vein. Hey, creepy. Come here. Get chainsaw, bitch. You missed, asshole. Okay, hold on. I see you, long type, tall and black. Apparently we need to go to the end soon. So come here. Drop your balls, asshole. Thank you. If we need to go to the end, I need some black man balls.
Hey, Bear.
Yes?
What this thing saying your inventory is full?
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I probably left without cleaning it out, and now there's just a ton of crap in my inventory. There, we'll just throw it in my backpack. It'll be fine. I shouldn't be out here in my plumbing backpack, but I am. Tamara will love it when she comes back and my plumbing backpack is full of random shit again. Garnierite. Not what we're looking for. It's nickel and cobalt. Hi, how are you? Fuck off, we're busy. Oh, you want some too? Come here. Well, fuck him. Asshole. Now I gotta clean up a creeper hole. By the way, can I mention it is very disturbing when a mod adds an alloy like bronze or Invar and doesn't make armor sets out of them. Somebody redid Railcraft in 120 and added Invar, but didn't add there's barely any use for Invar in that mod. Because Railcraft never had Invar. And Railcraft didn't need to add bronze armor because there was IC2. And at the time, you pretty much didn't play without Railcraft, Buildcraft, IC2. It's just the way it worked. And Forestry. But nowadays, that kind of has changed. And so they should have, and they have steel armor, which Railcraft had. But they definitely should add Invar armor. And
that's 4 is kind of split now between versions and stuff. Forestry is in 119, so is IC2 Classic, but Railcraft is on 120 and Buildcraft is dead.
Yeah.
So IC2 basically added Buildcraft into itself anyway, so
Well, sort of. It's still missing stuff. One of my favorite parts of Buildcraft, you kind of have to use, I think Create can do it, and maybe the Pneumaticraft can do it, which is the architect table, where you can basically design something and then make a blueprint of it, and then set this thing up, and it was called a builder, and it would literally build whatever you gave it a schematic for. I think you can do that with creating the other one. I don't know why you would need a Buildcraft Quarry mod. Standalone. Most mods add ways of automating mining in one way or another.
Yeah, apparently IC2 has this thing called a rocket miner.
I don't
never
doubt
used
that.
it. Never used it. Didn't really progress far in IC2 Classic because I'm just too busy modding.
Mm-hmm. I haven't done most of the new shit in IC2 Classic because I seen the refinery stuff and got disgusted and haven't touched it since. Other than that little bit of testing world I started to set up with the girls until Crazy started having all of her issues, and I haven't gotten back to it. But I was setting up to test your mods, so now I'm just waiting until we get to 119 and we'll test it there. Because there's so much shit in IC2 Classic that I don't know shit about, like that armor table thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, I'm trying to talk the people in Discord that don't mind playing a newer Minecraft, finding somebody that knows how to do the QJ stuff that you use instead of MineTweaker and CraftTweaker now, into helping me build a 120 pack with Create, but making Create more difficult, basically. Not so easy. Like andesite alloy would not be a thing. You would not use a rock and zinc. I hate that. Yeah, there's a ton of add-ons, but I looked through a lot of them and I didn't see but like one that interested me. Which I have in the pack that I'm talking about. Dude, that is just ridiculous luck right there. A fucking tungsten vein right next to an iridium vein. How in the hell does that happen? Got both those marked. Definitely need to come back and get them. Now, give me a damn platinum or a rutile on the other side. How the fuck do I find the two hardest ones to find? I can't find fucking rutile. I know rutile's up there in difficulty to find, but it shouldn't be that bad. What?
You don't have to use QGS for create stuff. You can use CraftTaker too. There's a mod add-on for CraftTaker as Stormpath.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, but I gotta find somebody that wants to do the scripting, no matter which way they do it. Because I'm not gonna do it. Who?
Because Chubby not willing to do it. Because CraftTaker hasn't really changed much between versions, so.
Getting into winter, so he has to do refereeing. He does NCAA refereeing and statistician stuff in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still working on the GT6 quest book when he has time, so I don't want to ask him to mess with it. I like Create. I just don't like it that it's became the new, like, Tinkers, that it's in every fucking pack. And that nobody really makes it more difficult to fit the pack. Like, I can see where it would fit in the packs better if people would make it fit the pack better. But most people leave it pretty normal. Like the Industrial Village pack that we just started playing, that the first episode came out today of. You can tell the guy that made the pack has played GregTech 5. Because one of the first things you do is make a mortar and pestle, which is using the GT5 and GT4 sprite, whatever the hell you call it. The icon for the item. It's literally the same item. And you use it to make dust. And it's like, well, if you need dust, why don't you add a mod like, Create, that adds a millstone? Instead of adding something as stupid as just a hand item like that. Especially with as much as you need. Rutile. Fucking found it. Ilmenite rutile. Alright. The dig is on. Let's go find this shit. Tomorrow we'll go mining and have some mining and music. This drill's a little fast for this shit. Never been so happy in my life to find red granite. It is so much easier to mine with this drill. Probably. It's the same sounds from IC2, probably. I don't know. Do you know where the drill sounds came from originally?
Not sure.
So they were in here when he took over the mods, so. Ah, fuck. More rock salt. I hate finding rock salt. Now that's a small glauconite. I might have fucked up my, my orientation here. Let me go make a mark. IC2 Classic is on 119, which is why we'll be doing hard mode testing in 119 instead of going to 120, unfortunately. I would rather go to 120 personally because there's a lot more mods that are currently on 120. Nobody really gives a shit about 121 yet, but he wants to add compatibility with IC2 Classic. Now, why in the fuck is Ilmenite there? There's brown limonite like on all fucking sides of this thing. Is there any over? I'm guessing that Ilmenite is there.
Rutile is one of those, I think it isn't one of those, between layer ores, spawns between the rock layers.
Okay.
So, even if it spawns out, the GT5 like thing could spawn in addition to rutile.
Oh. I didn't know you did that with the GT5 style. I thought the GT5 style overwrote all of that.
For rutile, I do the conflicting layers, but everything else is Advantage E6 config.
Okay.
Also, shouldn't have mentioned Baron. Another reason why I'm doing 119 is that when you get to Baron, 120 will be such a pain that I have to essentially rewrite the whole thing.
What's a pain?
I was saying that the reason why I'm doing 119 is that running into Baron to 120 would be such a pain and have to basically rewrite it entirely.
Oh. Well, to be fair, don't you need to kind of rewrite antimatter?
I do, but I still want to actually, work on GT5 or.
Yeah, I know. Didn't I mine through any coal? Somehow I have no fucking torches. I think there was a small coal I seen up here. Yeah, there's one. Give me that. Give me one impure coal. Thanks, asshole. Any resin in here? She probably took that out of this bag too. Alright, well, it's 9:30. I gotta do an old man break. I need to get Junior's ass up for our No Man's Sky shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and end here. I'll just log out here and we'll pick this up tomorrow night. Probably be here a bit earlier. Probably start somewhere around 5, 6 o'clock. Since Trins probably won't be here. Because we won't be doing regular testing. And if he is, well, he doesn't need to be here for the mining part. So, have a good one. If you guys want to check out our No Man's Sky, that's over on our YouTube alternate channel. And the mining and music will probably only be on YouTube tomorrow. Probably won't be on Twitch then. I'm going to start doing the testing on Twitch, but not the mining stuff. And if you need it, there's a link. Have a good night.